Life is full of twists and turns. Sometimes these twists and turns can have us feeling bright and yellow like the sun rays. And usually these moments are accompanied with a lot of green and financial success. And other times, these twists and turns can have us feeling sad and blue or fiery and angry red. And with these mood changes and twists and turns, it made me realize that maybe life is like an unsolved Rubik's, a confusing puzzle that can be solved with faith, persistence, and a few twists and turns. Now, before we begin on this journey of solving the Rubik's Cube, there is one important preliminary step that we must first involve ourselves in, and this is to believe. If you do not believe, no matter how many skills you may have or how talented you are, if you don't believe in your abilities to solve the Rubik's Cube, then it will not happen. This is why Confucius said, he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. So after you believe in yourself, there are 4 steps to solving the Rubik's Cube that can be applied to solving life. The first step to solving the Rubik's Cube is to solve your cross. Now, solving your cross is developing an intense desire backed with a strong enough reason that will keep you in the game. This is important because the right reason can make miracles happen. If you notice, the cross resembles a plus sign. This is because the plus sign will keep you charged when your battery becomes drained. And in this journey of life, your battery will become drained and you will need something to keep you charged. So after you solve your cross, this brings us to our second step to solving the Rubik's Cube. And the second step to solving the Rubik's Cube is to fill in the corners. Now, filling in the corners is simply surrounding yourself with people who will push you, who will motivate you to be the best version of yourself. These people will make you smarter. In fact, Dr. Dennis Kimbrough out of Atlanta, Georgia said that if you are the smartest person in your group, then you need to find you a new pusher. In addition to surrounding ourselves with positive people who will push us and who will motivate us to be great, we must listen to motivational messages on a daily basis. We live in a negative world, and we must offset that negativity with some positivity. Why? Because we are an accumulation of what we allow to go into our minds. In fact, Zig Ziglar says that you are what you are, and you are where you are because of what you allow to go into your mind. So after we solve our cross and after we fill in the corners, you will notice that we have an entire side of the Rubik's Cube solved. And we also have the entire first row of the Rubik's Cube solved. And that's a solid foundation. All right, so after you solve your cross, after you fill in your corners, this brings us to our third step of solving the Rubik's Cube. And the third step to solving the Rubik's Cube is to take it to the next level. Now, taking it to the next level is continuing to grow and continuing to get better. This is important. In fact, someone once said that many people die at 21, but they aren't buried till they're 65. So these people have become content with life and they've stopped growing, they stopped bettering themselves. So after you take it to the next level, you will notice that you have the entire side of the Rubik's Cube solved, and you also have the first 2 rows of the Rubik's Cube solved. You're essentially 2/3 of the way. Right. So after you fill in your corners, after you solve your cross, and after you take it to the next level, the 4th step to solving the Rubik's Cube is to see the bigger picture. Now, this is important. When it comes to solving the Rubik's Cube, you must make it important to keep your eye on what you set out to do, and that is to solve the Rubik's Cube. Oftentimes, many people can become content with partially solving the Rubik's Cube, partially using up their skills and their gifts and their talents. But you got to keep pushing, you got to keep growing, you got to keep your eye on what you set out to do. You will notice that it will get hard. But the darkest hour is right before the sunset. And when you keep pushing, you'll get to the finish line and you will realize that you have solved your Rubik's Cube. Now, this is not about solving a Rubik's Cube. No, this is about solving life. Have you utilized these principles of solving the Rubik's Cube to solving your life? The preliminary step, do you believe in yourself? The first step to solving the Rubik's Cube, have you solved your cross by developing an intense reason to keep you going and keep you pushing? The second step, have you filled in your corners by surrounding yourself with positive people, listening to motivational messages on a daily basis? The third step, do you take it to the next level and continue to grow and continue to get better? The fourth step, do you see the bigger picture or do you become sidetracked by frivolous things? If you have not, answered yes to these questions, I highly encourage you to apply these principles to solving the Rubik's Cube, to solving your life. Then you can learn to solve the Rubik's Cube inside of you.